In this video, I'm going to be showing you the top 10 rarest badges to have ever been created inside of Roblox. Also, quick disclaimer, any badges mentioned in this video, you guys are able to obtain and are in fact possible to get. So any badges that have only one player that got it, or just developers, do not count in this video. Starting off at number 10, we have the True Completionist. This badge requires the most amount of patience I've ever seen on Roblox. You see, most badges on Roblox, you will receive when you first step inside of a Roblox game, but the owner of the badge hub, known as Unmannerlines, didn't do any of that. He wanted to push Roblox players to their limits. So he decided to make the Completionist series. To obtain this badge, you need to first obtain the Completionist badge. To obtain that badge, you must join a game 15,000 times, sit AFK for 1,000,000 seconds. This badge can take up to 650 hours to obtain, depending on how you get it. In total, only 45 people have ever been able to get this badge, which has a percentage of 0.00019%. But at least that badge requires a ton of patience, whereas the number 9 spot on our list has set records for all the wrong reasons, which is the Uber Secret Chomik. This badge has been given the title of the most hated badge of all time, and for good reason. This badge was added during late 2022 as part of a usual update for the game known as Find the Chomik. But this Chomik wasn't normal compared to the others, as this badge would go on to break people both physically and mentally. This is heavily skill based, and only 1,000 to 2,000 players have ever been able to successfully be skilled enough to get this, which has a rarity percentage of 0.000038%. Amazing. But at least the steps on getting there are pretty straightforward. Meanwhile, the next spot on our list may have other plans. The Fate badge was created by a user named 4Slug, and he created a game known as A Dream You've Had Before. And to get it, it seems pretty self-explanatory. To get it, as stated in the description of the game, you have to walk to floor -3,623, which is absolutely insane because it takes a long time just to get down to the second floor, let alone 3,600 of them. As of today, only 67 people have ever been able to get the Fate badge, which has a rarity of 0.00011%. But this badge only affected a few people over the last couple years. But how about a game that has taken over people's minds for nearly a decade now? As the number 7 spot on our list is the Token Maniac badge from Survive the Disasters 2. This is one of the oldest badges on this list. In order to get this badge, you have to collect 1,000 token points inside of Token Hunt A, which has proven to be extremely difficult and rare over the years. Survive the Disasters 2 has been known as one of the most fun games on Roblox. But as of today, only 500 people have ever been able to collect this badge, which is a very small amount despite the game being out there for over 5 years, and has a rarity percentage of 0.0000092%. But at least that one doesn't require the same steps over and over again, as the next spot on our list might be the most time consuming of them all, which is the Final Completionist. This is a badge once again created by Unmannerlines on August 24th, 2023. This badge is obtainable in Manner's Game Hub after getting Completionist, True Completionist, Dark Completionist, Dark True Completionist, and Ultimate Completionist. This is the true ending of the Completionist series, which was previously held by the number 10 spot on our list. In order to receive this badge, you have to spend over 2,000 hours to get this badge, from AFKing to rejoining the game, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the rarity percentage of this badge is 0.0000086%. Only 2 users in the entire history of Roblox have ever gotten this badge, which is unbelievable. But that badge doesn't need a ton of skill. Meanwhile, the next badge is the definition of torture, as we have the most notorious tower in all of JOUTOU, which is known as the Tower of Cruel Punishment. Tower of Cruel Punishment is a catastrophic difficulty tower located in Ring 9. While Tower of Crucial Punishments itself is insane in skill, just getting there alone is already hard. In JOUTOU, the rings are only accessible after beating a certain number of towers, some of which are tower difficulty requirements, as it was made to push obvious to their limits. And this tower definitely fit that narrative. It is the hardest cannon tower in all of JOUTOU, notorious for being harsh, punishing, and long, containing frequent outside sections like the infamous floor 10 outside and a large amount of insta-kills. This tower is only for the insanely skilled people who have faced a lot of punishing jumps, trouble, confusion, high nerves, high adrenaline throughout the tower. Only 239 people have ever successfully completed the tower and received the badge. And that's a rarity percentage of 0.0000085%. But that's only the beginning, as this next badge has a ton of ups and downs, as we have the W rank in Deep Woken. The W rank is the final boss when it comes to speedrunning Deep Woken, as you have to be able to collect 140 of the echoes and over 440 of them if they're modified. For context, echoes are a currency that is obtained by wiping characters. The amount of echoes gained through wiping increases based on how much progression the character had made before being wiped. This badge has only been obtained by 2,125 players, which if you put into a percentage, the rarity of that badge is a 0.0000032%. But at least you can do this badge by yourself, while the next badge requires an entire army to pull off, as we have the Teamwork badge in Super Golf. This is the most difficult badge to obtain in Super Golf, as this badge you can only obtain without private servers. But this one is a bit different, as you have to finish a map with a total of 0 strokes from the first hole to the last hole of the map. Only 139 people in the history of that game have ever been able to obtain this badge, which has to be one of the most brutal badges in Roblox history to get. And the rarity of this badge is at an insane 0.0000077%. But all it takes is a bit of coordination and skill, while the next badge is the exact opposite, as we have the All Missions Complete badge in Pilot Training Simulator. This badge takes a lot of willpower and determination, as this badge you have to complete every single mission in Pilot Training Simulator. And after the dozens of missions that the game has to offer, only 192 people have ever been able to successfully complete all of the missions, which has a rarity percentage of 0.0000056%. But all these badges don't come in comparison to this next badge, which leads us to our rarest badge in the entire history of Roblox, as we have the Reaper badge from Plates of Fate. And in order to get this badge, it is one of the most chaotic things you will ever have to do inside of Roblox. In order to get this badge, you have to kill someone with a bounty active. For those that don't know, in Plates of Fate, you have a very small chance for a bounty to be placed on you, which you would then claim the reward associated with said bounty. And you have to do that 100 times. In the entire history of that game, only 10 users have ever been able to accomplish this unbelievable feat. And the rarity of this badge is a whopping 0.0000017%. The rarest badge in history. But as much as these badges mean a lot to most players, there are more badges out there that I've not discussed in this video. So if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will attempt to get some of these badges for myself. But until then, I'm out. Peace.